Hello, this is RV Vagabond Jerry, and in this video I'm going to talk about drinking water for RVs. Now, some people always want to be drinking bottled water, and I thought about that, but I don't want to be lugging cases of bottled water from the store or filling up those 5-gallon jugs and hauling those around. So, like most RVers, I drink the water that comes right out of my freshwater tank. And some people who do that don't have a problem with just drinking whatever city water they have. The problem is, as you're traveling around the country, you're getting water from many different places, from a water hose, just anywhere. Now, RV parks, I think, are pretty trustworthy, that they've got pretty good water coming out of their water faucets. But if you're getting it anywhere else, I would kind of worry about it. And I'm really particular about the water that I drink. So when I fill up my freshwater tank from a water faucet just anywhere, I don't automatically assume that it is good, clean drinking water. So I heavily filter my drinking water, and that's what I'm going to show you in this video. I have a 6 canister water filter system that I'm going to show you. All the water that I drink goes through 6 filters. That may be overdoing it, but it gives me the confidence that I'm drinking the cleanest water that I can get out of your average water faucet. So first, let me show you the first filter that the water goes through, which is that blue canister right back there. The filter that's inside of this canister is like this, which is a 5-micron filter. And that's just a very basic water filter. There are some water filters that will filter anything down to 1/2 of 1 micron. But this is the one that came from the factory, just a basic filter, and it is a whole house filter. So all of the water that goes into my motorhome goes through this basic 5-micron filter, including the shower and the sink for washing dishes and everything. So that's just to assure there's not any good-sized particles coming in with the water. Now, my other water filters are inside just for drinking water purposes. So let me show you what I have. In my kitchen here, I have a double sink and a drinking water fountain. And to the left of my countertop is my refrigerator. And to the left of that is the storage cabinet. To show you what's in here, I got 1, 2, 3 shelves of miscellaneous things in storage, and below that is my dishwasher. Now let me show you what's around here. Behind my CPA certificate and my Toastmasters award. If I take this off, then you'll see there is a hole right there. And what's inside of here is my water filter system. Now, to get into there and do any kind of maintenance is a bit of work. But I don't normally get into here more than once a year. So what I have to do is take everything out of these 3 shelves and remove the shelves. And I pull all that stuff temporarily on my bed there. So with all that stuff out and the shelves out, now I'm left with just this board here. So I got 4 screws I have to take out to remove that board. It's just a thin piece of wood. So now I've got a good, clear working area to get to my water filters. And this is a triple canister water filter system, which I'll tell you more about later. This is another 5 micron water filter, and this is, in this box, a UV LED water purification system. That's the manual. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 water filters here. So this black line is water coming from the outside whole house water filter. So it goes through this filter, back up and down this filter, back up, down this filter, and back up. And then out of this tube, it goes into this end of the 5 micron filter, out here, and back up into the input here. And then after going through the ultraviolet filtering system, then it comes back out this tube, and that tube goes down to both my water faucet, the drinking faucet, right there, and it also goes to the ice maker inside of my freezer here. So both my drinking water and the ice that I use for it is about as heavily filtered as it can be for water coming from water spigots out anywhere in a yard. Now at the end of this video, I'm going to show you the website where I purchased this 3 canister water filter system and what type of filter is in each one of these 3. So when it comes out of here, the water is pretty well filtered. Almost as good as it can be. Probably about as good as bottled water that comes from the bottled water factories. Now this 5 micron filter here, it probably doesn't do anything because after it's gone through these 3, there's probably nothing left, but that came along with the UV filter. So I figured why not just go ahead and use it. It's not going to hurt anything, and it's just one last final check in case anything happened to escape through the other 4 filters. Now the UV filter, I don't know the technicality of just how it works, the ultraviolet light, but it is supposed to do a final filtering to clean out anything that might have escaped through any other filters that you have. Now when I have the water running from the drinking water faucet, this lights up, it says Activa, to let you know that it's working. And it requires a 12 volt electricity for that to work. I didn't have a 12 volt plug anywhere around here. There's one right there, but I didn't want to dig into that to get to it. There is a 120 outlet right here. So I got this that you plug into here, and it converts 120 electricity to 12 volt and feeds it into there. So I don't think I could possibly find a better water filtering system that I have here to make sure that the water I drink from my freshwater tank, which comes from water faucets at RV parks and other places, I don't think it could be any better than what I've got. Now the 3 filters that are in here, they do need to be changed out at least every 2 years. And that's what I've been doing. And when I take them out, they look pretty clean. They don't look like they're really dirty, but I find that it does help a little bit to put in new filters. And I have this hydro tester where I can put some water into a glass and then put this into the glass, and that will give me a reading here to tell me exactly how clean the water is. So that's how I know that everything is working. I got my triple canister system from this Crystal Clear Supply website. You go to crystalclearsupply.com, and they have single canister filters, double canister filters, and here is the one I got, the triple canister. And here are the various types of filters that you can put into the triple canister system. The system comes with this one. It's called a KDF GAC. I'm not sure exactly what that is, but you have to have that one for some reason. So the system comes with that. So you have your choice of two other filters. This one blocks out fluoride, if that's something that's important to you. This one is a carbon block filter, and this one is a ceramic and a micron sediment. So I got this one, which is a carbon block cartridge chlorine lead filter, and then I got this one that is a nitrite removal filter. So each one of these filters different things. So besides the one that comes with the unit, you can pick any two others of these for the other two cartridges. Now for the UV water purifier system, you go to this website address, akavatech.com, and there are three different models. This one has a flow rate of 1 liter per minute. This one is 2 liters per minute, which is the one that I got. And then this one is 5 liters per minute if you need a really fast flow rate, which I certainly don't. And this shows how the UV LED filter, wow, look at that. It filters just all of it out. Somehow the UV light that's in there does that. It's amazing. And if you want to know exactly how it works, you can read here on the website. That'll tell you exactly how the UV light does that purifying. Now I had this triple canister system installed by an RV specialist to make sure that everything got hooked up right. And I did that soon after I got my RV from the factory. But I just recently installed this and the tubing. I was able to install that part myself. It's not that difficult to add that to your water filter system. Like I said, I'm very particular about the water I drink. For one reason, because I drink a lot of water. Mainly because I make my own iced tea and I drink a lot of tea. So I go through a lot of it. If water filtering is not that important to you, then that's okay. But if you don't want to fool with drinking bottled water all the time while you're RVing around the country, which is a bit of a hassle, you might want to invest in a water filter system similar to the one that I have. I would recommend that you have an RV specialist install it to make sure that all of the tubes are going to where they're supposed to, unless you're really good at that. So I just wanted to show you this in case this might be something that you're interested in for your RV. Good day, folks.